Good morning. I just wanted to update my thoughts on gold. In the webinar last week, I covered the fact that 1627 was a key support level, and as it turned out, the market hit 1627 the night that I did the webinar, and has turned around since then. We're looking now at a weekly chart. So you can see we've had a major advance here up to 1908, which concluded in August of last year. We then got a correction of that leg, which really formed up in three waves, which is pretty normal crowd behaviour, and that based out in December of last year, and we then started this current leg higher, which I believe will take us to 1900 and above, and that is likely to progress in something like a five-wave pattern, although there can be many variations of that. The first leg ran from the 30th of December until the 24th of February. We've then had a 61.8% correction of that, so the price of gold got to within $1 of that price target. Might just be coincidence, I might have just got lucky, but it's amazing the way those patterns do seem to hold out, and they do definitely give you an edge in the market if you know how to read them. So we've had wave 2 now, I believe, is complete, and so we're now heading into the next leg up, which typically will be the longest and strongest. That's not a guarantee, of course, but that's typically the way that it will work out. So I would expect that we'll see gold move progressively towards 1900. This is a fairly seasonally good time of the year. March tends to be a bit weaker, so April and May and into early June tends to be a stronger time seasonally, so that all fits. We're currently right at resistance at 1690, so in the very short term, let's just swap over to a daily chart. In the very short term, you might see gold do a little bit of consolidation here, maybe a slight pullback. But I believe that the pattern and the overwhelming odds are that we're now in a pretty good run towards 1900. Now, what's not really happening yet is the gold stocks aren't really joining in. This is the GDX miner, which is the 16 largest gold miners in the States, and including some global gold miners. And you can see that it was a little bit of a bounce last night. It could be a base formed here, but there's really not a huge amount of evidence yet. So globally, there really hasn't been that turnaround in gold stocks, although this is the GDXJ, which is the juniors, and you can see they certainly did have a better night last night, so the junior stocks much more positive last night. So I think that's where we're headed with gold, probably in the very short term, a pause where we are now, but over the next few months I believe we'll see 1900 and above. So that's it. Cheers.